Are you familiar with the quote from Mr. Rogers that suggests that when things are difficult in the world, to look for the helpers? Well, what happens when you are the helper? When you're the teacher, the healthcare professional, the parent, the therapist, like I am, where do you turn? That's why I developed this yoga practice and also the accompanying meditation video. So, this yoga practice is a bit of self care and nurturing for helpers. I've designed this to be a gentle, all floor practice that gives you the means to take just a little bit of time for yourself. Now, in this video today, we are going to be doing somatic movement. So, getting into our bodies, out of our heads a little bit. We'll be grounded close to the floor, resourcing ourselves in our own bodies in the present moment of what is around us. And so, everything that we're going to do today is going to help stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps to engage your body's own relaxation response. You won't need any props for this practice. If you'd like, you can have a pillow nearby for the portion that we're going to do on the floor. You can also sit up on a pillow or blanket if you prefer. You can sit any way you like for the first part of this practice. You can even be seated in a chair. I'm going to start by beginning to tune into our breath. This can be challenging when you're so much in your head all the time. Sometimes it's hard for us to slow down and pay attention to our breath. So at first, we're simply going to notice, where can you sense the breath in your body? Can you sense the breath around the area of your nostrils? Can you feel some air or movement there as you move in and out? You have a sense of breath in the area of your chest, perhaps lower down in the ribs or the belly. Nothing is wrong. There is no way to breathe that is incorrect. And then to help increase our awareness of that, we're going to do a simple arm movement in coordination with the breath. Press your hands together at the center. In yoga, we sometimes call this the heart center. And notice for a moment that you can feel the pressure of your hands, the warmth or whatever that feels with the two palms touching each other. That's part of our somatic experiencing, our mindful awareness. Exhale your next breath here. And then as you breathe in, open your palms, pushing the hands away from you any amount. And on an exhale, bring the palms back together. So this is called heart breathing. As you feel the inhale come in, you're pushing your hands away. And as soon as you start to sense your body exhaling, you move your hands back in. Let your breath be as natural as possible, coordinating the movement of the hands with the natural breath that you're already experiencing. Maybe you can start to pick up the rhythm. You can close your eyes if desired, or you can leave them open. Remember that you're not going in pace with me. You're breathing in, reaching apart. Exhaling, coming back together. If it's challenging to coordinate, no worries. It's totally okay. And one more. Take a breath in. And then gather as you breathe out. Okay, let's pause with the hands in the center for a moment. We're going to change that up a little bit, still moving the arms as we breathe, but now we're going to take this into a seated cat-cow, bringing more movement into the spine. So this time we'll start with the exhale. So take a natural breath in, interlace your hands, and then as you exhale, push the palms away from you, finding a rounded body. Now you can take a couple of breaths here to start. You're making your spine a C curve. My chin is coming a little bit toward my chest. You're reaching away with both palms. And then as you inhale, this time take your arms open a little bit behind you, palms front, drawing your shoulder blades together a bit on your back so you're finding width and space across the front. And let's take a couple breaths here. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to inhale here and then interlace the hands, reach in front, round the spine to exhale. Inhale, open up. Perhaps you reach the chest a little bit more forward and up as you inhale. And then exhale, round. As you inhale and reach your arms back, think of the idea of a cape. Yes, you are a superhero in all of your efforts that you make every day. And then exhale, round and reach forward. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, open, create space. Hands together, exhale, round forward. Return to seated, perhaps take a moment. Notice what you feel, if you feel any shifts, any changes that might be to your energy, emotional shifts. We allow it all to just be as it is. I talk about that more in the companion meditation. From here, we're going to do a portion lying. So as you're ready, lie down on your mat, have your pillow under your head if you'd like, and I'll join you there. Okay, find a comfortable position lying on your mat. Feet are bent on the ground. Hands can be resting on your body, by your sides. And both can be helpful. Resting your hands on your body can help us feel our sense of ourselves. Sometimes we get disconnected. Resting our hands on the floor can remind us that we have the earth underneath us to support us. Take a few moments and breathe here. Again, feeling your breath, not necessarily trying to do anything with your breath. And then let's draw both knees in toward the chest. You can use your hands as an option, and these might be closer together, they might be wider apart. Find a position where you can simply move around, do a little rocking here, cradling and supporting yourself. All right, we're going to do another series of movement with breath, more dynamic or somatic movements. So let your right foot come back down to the ground. Take your left knee, give it a little hug. We want to create a little bit of compression, a little bit of constriction before we release. And you can be holding anywhere. You might be holding your pants or behind the thigh, wherever you can comfortably hold. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, slide your left leg straight. Now, neither the arm nor the leg have to come all the way down to the floor. You can reach your arms out in a diagonal. Your legs can stay bent. Take an inhale here, reaching away wherever you are. And then as you exhale, drawing the leg back in. So we'll do that twice more on this side. Inhale. Big reach, long with the leg, long with the arms. Exhale, hug in. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hug in. And draw your other knee back up. Again, maybe rock a little bit from side to side or whatever movement you'd like. You can rock your pelvis a bit. And then we'll do the other leg. So our left foot comes down to the ground. We hug our right knee in. Remember, you can hold wherever you'd like to hold. So take a moment and get a good hug. Feeling a little bit of gentle pressure, always being gentle with ourselves. Next inhale, we'll do that reach of the arm and the leg in opposite directions, stretching out long. And then inhale or exhale back in. And I might have mixed it up. If you mix it up, no big deal. So let's exhale here. Inhale and stretch and reach out long. And then exhale to pull in, and we'll do one more. Inhale to reach out long. And exhale to pull in. And last time, bring the other knee back in. Again, any little bit of movement here. Bring both feet down for a moment. Regroup. Make sure your back feels comfortable. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the mat underneath you. Let's start with the right knee. We're going to draw the right knee in again. This time we're going to bend and straighten a few times. So reaching the foot away toward the ceiling and then letting it come back down. Doesn't have to come all the way straight, whatever straight is for you. You can hold or not. And then next time you take your leg towards straight, keep it there. Again, there might be still some level of bend in the knee, whatever that is. Reach it long for you. So reaching the heel away from you. We're going to add in a little bit, just the teeniest bit of effort for our breath by breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, and we're going to breathe slower. And you might even think like you're trying to blow your toes. Sometimes that visualization can be helpful. So take a natural breath in. And then as you breathe out long through your mouth, thinking about blowing your toes. Let's try that one more time. You can pretend your toes are candles if you'd like. You're trying to blow them out. Take a natural breath in. All right, we'll stay on this side. Bring this ankle over the opposite thigh. So you might know this as figure 4 or reclined pigeon shape. And arms can stay on the body or reach out. We're going to start shifting our figure 4 side to side. Now, this is your own range, so the goal is not to reach the leg or the foot to the ground. We're exploring range, exploring sensations in the body. That's part of this somatic practice. And then we're adding in that extended exhale because the exhale is the part of the breath that's actually connected to our parasympathetic nervous system. So when we activate the vagus or stimulate the vagus nerve, that's what we're trying to activate, our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest system, our system that tells us to slow down and relax. Or doesn't just tell us, it starts to shut things down so that we can slow down and relax. It slows our respiration, it slows our heart rate, it slows our digestion. All right, you can bring your rocking to stillness, and then we're going to hold center. You have the option to hold either keeping the left foot on the ground and thinking about moving the right knee away from you, so thinking about the external rotation here. Or if you'd like to lift the bottom foot off the ground and change your stretch, you can hold it or not. Often in yoga classes, we're told to thread our hands through. That's kind of awkward for me. Sometimes I just like to hold gently on the heel of my foot and around my thigh. And if you're holding this bottom foot can be in the air, simply let it relax down toward your bottom. That's can be more comfortable. We're going to do that natural inhale with the elongated exhale. Now, if you want to look to your foot and blow it out, you can. You can just blow toward the ceiling. So let's take a natural breath in and then long exhale out. One more natural breath in. Long exhale out. Okay, set the bottom foot down, other foot. Perhaps widen your feet for a moment, a few double leg windshield wipers before we go to side 2. Always pausing to notice whatever there is to notice. Be aware. That helps us really to stay in this moment rather than our thoughts drifting off, our attention drifting off. Right, both feet on the ground. If you remember, this time the right leg is going to be stationary, and we started with bending and straightening. So we'll lift the left foot off the ground and bend and straighten. This leg is more creaky for me. I don't know that the mic is picking that up, but there's a lot of creaking in this knee. I'm going to be gentle with the range, not trying to force it to be any particular way. When we're caregivers and we do take the time to be for ourselves, sometimes we feel like we have to go maximal, right? We have to do our self-care 100%. And we can back off and relax a little bit, take a more relaxed approach to our self-care. All right, hold the leg extended. Remember, extended is wherever it naturally extends for you today. You can choose to pull the foot or the leg in a little closer to your body if you'd like. And we'll do that extended exhale. Now we're back to trying to blow out our toes. So take a natural breath in. I can actually feel that on my toes. Let's try that again. Take a natural breath in. Okay, bend your knee, cross your ankle over the other knee. Let the top knee move away from you. That's our external rotation. And then side to side. Starting small usually helps you feel what's going on in your body, feel how much range you have for today. We change from day to day and how mobile we are. Yesterday, I might have felt really free and open. Today, maybe I feel a little bit more tight and restricted. So it's so important to be compassionate and really to give ourselves grace when we start to move our bodies. A few more like this, and remember your hands can be grounded by your side, grounded onto your body, whichever you prefer. And then come into stillness for our final breathing. We can keep the bottom foot grounded, the top knee moving away, or we can lift the bottom foot off the ground. Remember, you can take this really chill and easy by simply letting that foot dangle. Hold the thigh if you'd like, hold your pants, maybe try my gentle cupping the heel and holding, maybe cupping the knee or holding around the thigh or even over the shin. And then we'll take our extended exhale breath here 2 times. Breathing in through the mouth, breathing in through the nose and blowing out through the mouth. So when you're ready, place both feet back on the ground, hands resting on your body or by your sides, connecting to your mat, the earth. Okay, we're going to return to a seated position. So gently start to roll yourself toward your side, and then I'll meet you back up at seated. So this time, if you're able to sit cross-legged, have the left leg crossed or the left shin crossed in front. We're going to be twisting to your right, and you might notice just from a little bit of movement, it's easier to twist. You have more space. You're twisting away from this leg. And if you tried to twist in this direction, it's a little more constricted. So that's why we're being a little mindful of where the front leg is. It could be further away from you. It doesn't have to be a tight cross leg. So find the left leg in front. Find an upright spine. Sits bones are grounded, are helping you sit upright. You reach both hands forward, palms come to touch. And again, maybe do a little rubbing. Sense that when we touch parts of our body to each other, that helps us have increased somatic awareness, increased awareness of what's happening with our bodies. We're going to be turning or twisting around the ribcage, around the torso to your right. You're dragging the right hand We're going to drag it along as we start to twist, and then let the hand rest in the center of the heart. And it's like a little guide helping you to twist toward your right. Come back, palms together. Take an inhale this time here. And as you exhale, slide the hand, palm rest center to heart. Back through center. Last time, reach your palm, bring it to heart center. Use that as a little guide to your twist. And then drop your hands. Let your hands ground on your body, on the floor. With each inhale, feel like you get a little bit more height. You're a little taller in your twist. And your exhale, maybe you give it a little bit of ringing out, exploring that twist. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, feeling tall, feeling the breath travel down your body. Exhale, ring that out just a little bit more. All right, come back around to front. Before we do the second side, we're going to do a lateral stretch to your right. So we're going to start by letting the right hand drop to the earth, to the mat. Lean in that direction so that you can reach the ground. Now, if you can't reach, put a book, put a block, put something, a chair there so that you can reach, because we want to make that solid connection. That's important. Take your opposite hand, your left hand reaches toward the sky. You might think of reaching up for the energy of the sky, reaching down for the earth. So get long on your left side and then take a bit of a side lean into this. Breathing in and out here. And you can experiment with reaching the tips, some kind of wiggling them, the tips of your left fingers in one direction, sending your left hip to be grounded toward the floor. When you're ready to come up on an in-breath, reaching up tall first, and then exhaling, come back through to center. All right, we're going to switch the cross of the legs, support yourself on the ground, on the mat. Take your right shin in front this time. And remember, you can arrange this cross leg however is comfortable. Let it be loose if that is preferable. It helps you feel more stable. We're going to start with that twisting to the left, using that hands in front and our hand to help. Let's reach the palms together in front. Start to slide the left palm along the arm. Let it come to the heart, and then use that as a guide to keep twisting. Come back through to center. We'll add the breath this time, so breathe in here. As you exhale, slide your hand, rest it, twist. And then one more time, and we'll hold, breathe in here. Noticing that you're twisting around the area of your ribs. That's our thoracic spine. It's the part of our spine that has the most ability to twist. And we'll hold this time using our hands to support us in the twist. Gentle pressing down with the hands as you find a lifting of your spine. Breathe in as you find length in your spine. And as you exhale, maybe you take a little bit of teeny movement. Explore the wringing out and the twist. One more time, inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, look for any amount of twist. And then we'll come back around to front to do our side stretch, our lateral. Your left hand this time finds contact. Right hand reaches up toward the sky, reaching long through the ribs now, reaching apart with the ribs as you lift. And then leaning over toward your bottom hand. Contact with your bottom hand, reaching with the top hand. Your gaze can be straight ahead, or you can turn your neck in any direction that feels comfortable. You can explore wiggling the top fingers, reaching with the fingers in one direction, the bottom hip in the opposite direction. And then when you're ready to rise, remember we're going to breathe in, let our breath in lift us up, lift the top arm up. Exhale and release. All right, we're going to finish with just a little bit more movement in the shoulders. Hands come to the shoulder caps, and we're going to do some shoulder rolls with our hands giving us a little feedback. So you're circling your elbows to get that movement in your shoulders. You can go back, you can go front, you can add swimming back, do one elbow at a time. So if it brings a smile to your face and you have a little fun with it, that's a little bonus. This is our last bit of movement, and we're going to finish again repeating the heart center breath. All right. Shake that out a little. Bring your hands back to center. So remember, we'll press the hands together. Feel that. Maybe even rub the hands. Feel the warmth between the hands. And then we're going to inhale, reach away. If you'd like to take the spine into it and reach forward with the spine, you can. Exhale, hands press back together. Inhale, reach away. Exhale together with your own breath pace. Let's do one more. You could keep your hands at heart center if you'd like. You could also place both hands over your heart. This is the perfect time as we finish to offer yourself a little bit of gratitude for taking this time. Knowing that by taking this time to recharge, to refill your own cup, that helps you to be more there for the others in your life who need you. It helps you to be more present, to have more energy, to be more loving and giving. Now, if you have any more time today, you might try the companion meditation to this practice. It's less than 15 minutes, so it's just a short bit of time to add on. I would really love to hear what you thought. If this was something that was helpful to you, tell me how you used it in the comments below. And I hope the rest of your day is restful and peaceful.